Hello, Leo. My name is Echo. Thank you for joining me for your April 2025 tarot reading. We did just have a solar eclipse on March 29th, so if you have not seen that yet, check out that video on my channel and see how that will impact you. We do also have a Mercury retrograde happening until the middle of the month, so be sure to save any files that you're working on as it can mess with technology, and be wary of the possibility for miscommunication. Let's go ahead and continue with your reading. I want to wish you a happy spring, season of renewal, rebirth, and regrowth. And we'll see what the cards have in store for you. You start off with this Butterfly Oracle deck card that says, join in. So you may have been working on something at this time that either called you to work by yourself or step away from a team, and maybe you're just taking some downtime. But now you're being invited to jump back in with both feet. Sometimes this can mean joining a new team, such as a new job, or perhaps you are encouraged to get out there and do things within your community, something within a social setting. As the weather warms up and as the sun returns, we are inspired to go out and enjoy some sunshine, enjoy nature, get out there and have a few experiences, because this is what gives us the stories that we can glean later on in our journey, that we can glean wisdom from and we can draw from, and fond memories. So be sure that you're out there joining in and getting involved in your community, or if you are starting in a new job, congratulations. You are joining in and making sure that you are part of a teamwork atmosphere and just looking out after those around you as they are looking after you. And I feel like this is kind of already what you're intending to do, whether it's a social or work setting, Leo. And just, yeah, stand and be part of the crowd. Enjoy the company that you keep. Next, you have Shadow. So this might be why you're being encouraged to join in, because you're coming from a bit of a dark place. We did just finish this winter season. However, this can also indicate that you have not spent it just sitting around, in darning socks, I guess you could say, just hanging around, Leo. You've been doing the shadow work. You've been doing the inner work. So our shadow work is working on the darker parts of ourselves, such as the parts that doubt, the parts that draw from past experiences and how they impacted us, and putting up a defense. This is the part of us that will often build barriers and build enclosures and build walls around ourselves. Your shadow can also be recognizing how you negatively respond to outside stimulus. And you've been addressing all of this in the past season, almost like you're closing out a chapter. You're aware, and now you're ready to move and join in from that dark place. It's important to do this shadow work and our self-reflecting. This is how we grow, but we do need to step forward from that space and bring that knowledge out as wisdom to apply to daily life, because not only is this how we grow, but we set a great example for others, and it makes for some great conversation. Whenever somebody needs a crying shoulder and they need someone who can be more familiar with what they're going through, that will very likely be you in whatever this group is, Leo. Next, with the Moon Oracle deck, you have Hunger, Wolf Moon. So again, while we are working in shadow, the wolf howls at the moon when we are sitting in a full moon. And you'll see this in a lot of werewolf tales, okay? It is when they're at their strongest, their most primal. So there may be a very primal energy about you at this time, but you are ready to get out there and howl at the moon. Everybody likes to affiliate a wolf howling at the moon as a very lonely symbol, but if you've ever been near the woods, you'll know that if there is one wolf howling, if there are any other wolves within earshot, they too will begin howling after that one initial wolf initiates the howl and heeds the call. So you may be in a very primal energy at this time that kind of sets fire to others, Leo, and encourages them, which is why you're being told it's time to join in. Somebody needs your strength at this time. I really feel like it's not just to draw from you, crying shoulder like we talked about, but more, what's the word I'm looking for? Like an apprentice energy. They're looking to learn from you. They're looking to, what's the word I'm looking for? Not entirely lean on you, but someone to walk beside them, okay? That's for someone very specific. So let's go ahead and continue this reading, Leo. I want to see what else we have. And I do want to note that when I started this reading, I had to restart the recording like 3 times because I was staggering over my words, almost like tripping up. Like, have you ever walked across a room and you trip over literally nothing and you just stagger, then you look back and see and there's nothing there? You're tripping over your own feet, okay? That was me at the beginning of this reading, and I had to actually start re-recording this because I was so stammered. So if you're being encouraged to step into a group, I feel almost like somebody is tripping over their own energy at this time. And they may be leery of how to approach you. And if they are, just open that door, give them a sense of comfort, be the first person howling so they know it's okay to howl, stand up, and be proud. Let's continue with this reading. This is interesting, Leo. You have the Ten of Wands, the High Priestess, and Judgment in reverse. Now, don't worry, reverse cards aren't a bad thing. Some people say they bring negative energy into the reading, but actually they don't. If you interpret them that way, yes, you've already decided when the card drops, this is bad, here it is, and in which case you introduced a bad energy. You've put negative connotations on the card. It literally just changes the dynamic of the card and how it is impacting your situation in the reading in reverse. Nothing else. And I do a cleansing before each reading to invite negative energy to step away so we can have just good space in this energy. And we are looking to find answers at this time and not any confusion. So the Ten of Wands is talking all about how you are connected to everything on a larger scale. 10 is the completion. 10 is the wrap up of something, okay? And Wands is a fiery, passionate energy. So there's a lot of passion behind this. The individual in this card has his hands connected to all of the realms beyond where he is just standing. And he is meant to be the one-eyed god Odin or Woden, with the two ravens behind him, Hugin and Munin, which represent thought and memory. So while you are here connected to all of the world around you, you realize that there's something you create or something you have created that the world could benefit from. And you're not just thinking about yourself, okay, the microcosm, you're thinking about the big picture, the macrocosm, and how you connect to everything. So if you are looking to connect to people more, Join In is a wonderful card to see here. But I see that you're already interested in doing so. You're looking to bring your wisdom forward to other people and see what you can get in return and learn from them. So there's a sense of community here, probably on a creative project of some sort. Whatever it is, this group of people that you're going to go into, they're very inspired by whatever it is you're working on, okay? They genuinely care about it, and they have a passion for what they're doing. The High Priestess is all about secrets and power, hidden knowledge. So you may have secrets at this time that you aren't really ready to divulge to anyone else, but there is a certain sense of power about you others can sense, and they want to learn. Almost, I'm hearing from like the seat of the master, okay? You may not necessarily be managing over anybody, heading up a team, although it looks like in here that is the possibility. You may not literally be the head manager as far as titles go, but you are the person that people look up to. You need to be sure that you're using your power. I don't want to say for good, because good and bad is very black and white, but you're using for your power in a way that is constructive and not destructive, not just to yourself, but to the environment and to the people around you, as you are all connected, and what you put out is what you're going to get back. So the High Priestess does speak a lot about hidden power, hidden knowledge, and what is brought to light and what is in the dark, as we have with this lit brazier next to her and the one that is kept dark. She's a very strong, proud symbol, very balanced, and very in charge of her own life. And I guess you could say she is the priestess. She is the seer, the one who knows all and knows how best to apply her knowledge. So as you're going forward with this connection and putting forward passion, you're doing so in a very methodical way. You're doing so in a way that brings genuine change, okay? And you may not see this right off the bat, but trust me, those around you do. They feel it, and that's why they look up to you. In reverse, you have Judgment. This is a bit of a warning. Like we said, what you put out there is what you get back. So Judgment is all about balance, returns, karma. Be sure that whatever it is you're putting out, you are willing to take whatever comes back to you, not just the benefits, but the consequences as well. We have to take the good with the bad. Somebody may be coming at you in an unfair way, conversely. There may be some sort of a court case or agreement or contract that was either misrepresented. There could be some fine print. If there is, be sure you're reading it and be sure it is fair. Again, we are dealing with that Mercury retrograde, and contracts are something that can go awry as well during a Mercury retrograde, so be sure you're addressing those. But yeah, We don't want any sneaky surprises. So this tells me that somebody might be coming at you with a little bit of sneakiness. Somebody might be looking to do something that is unfair, and you will need to stand your ground, okay? Not just for you, but for whatever this team or this environment is. I want to see, what does my Leo maybe not see coming in the month of April? We don't want to get blindsided. What does Leo not see coming? You have the Four of Pentacles, and another sign got this card. Four of Pentacles is, to some people, it's all about holding on what matters most to you. But again, if you hold on too tight, be wary that it comes across as greed and things can slip through your fingers, sometimes literally. Pentacles are all about material belongings, that which we see, that which we touch. It's very earth realm, real time. So there may be a situation going on here where you're holding on a little too tightly to whatever you think is fair, but you are going to fight for what you feel is right. And if you look at these two pictures, just the skyline in these, the Judgment card and the Four of Pentacles are not connected in any way throughout the tarot. But if you look at the skyline in these, it's almost like Judgment would be on the shore of the young woman standing over here watching the boat go out, right? Burning it down. Like, if I can't have it, no one can, as she clutches onto her treasures in that little chest there. And Judgment would be almost like the same kind of backdrop, right? Like they're in the same story. So something tells me you are fighting for what's fair at this time, but just know that there is a game of give and take at play, and you may be called to let something go, even if it doesn't feel right. I'm hearing live to fight another day. Okay, right? You're just letting go of a battle. It's not a full-on war. What blessings does my Leo have coming in the month of April? What blessings are we getting? Because you're very much the person who's doing the work, Leo, okay? And you're looking for what's right, what's just. You're standing your ground, and there's nothing wrong with that. You've done the inner work, you've done the shadow work, and now you're ready to do something primal and challenge the status quo so you can readdress the balance and make things right. So I just want to see what blessings will be helping you in April. Oh, you have the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is a cup, watery energy, emotion. So whatever it is, it's going to bring you great joy. You are going to feel a sense of accomplishment and a sense of joy over whatever it is. I'm hearing happy. There's going to be a genuine happiness about how something comes out in April. And it may be after all of this scenario where you have to stand your ground. And claim your own worth, and whatever, those words came from nowhere in my brain. Thank you, Spirit. Claim your own worth, and whatever it is matters to you. This is going to be your happiness. This may be even what's driving you to push so hard, and what's driving you to be passionate and fight is because you're fighting for that happiness, and you are going to be blessed with it in the month of April. What advice do you have for my Leo? This is a great reading. What advice do you have for Leo in the month of April? Take this one. You have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is a passionate, emotional energy. She's all about friendship and teamwork. She is the person you can come to for a kind ear, someone who is willing to listen whenever you're going through some stuff. But be wary, because this can also indicate the means for gossip. So if you hear some gossip down the line, I would just ignore it. If it's something that really has you concerned, take it directly to the source. I overheard this isn't true, is it? Don't get caught up in the mix. You're advised at this time to go forward with your genuine, heartfelt self, because that is what's going to attract your tribe, is putting yourself out there and being you. Then you're going to know who really does resonate with you, and just fight for what makes you happy and what helps the team overall, right? Because we're looking to build friendships here. We're looking to build a bond and do what genuinely helps everyone. So I'm going to draw a rune for you now, Leo, and see what we have coming in the month of April. And I do draw these at random. Let's go with this one. So you have the ice rune. This is the rune known as Isa. Isa is all about ice, things being frozen, things being still, okay? So something has been at a standstill at this time, or maybe it's time for you to stop something that has been pushing too hard and has been flowing too hard. We are talking about readjusting the balance and finding that which makes you happy and working with a team. So as you're coming out of a cold, dark, shadowy sort of place, you're looking to bring something to light and create something beautiful and wonderful that will bring actual joy. And this might mean you need to put something to a halt that you know is wrong, something that has been holding that off and holding people back. So I'm getting very divine warrior energy here, Leo, and this is beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm wishing you a blessed spring. My name is Echo, and I'll see you next time.